Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Let's talk for a minute. For those of you that were with me in the beginning, you guys remember I used to shoot here in my movie theater, which I get zero use from now. I just work all of the time. I spend no time in this movie theater. That's a shame. But listen, let's talk about crypto for a minute. You guys know that this is sponsored by Stock Up You. Stock Up You. If you guys really want to learn, then stop trading, learn, and then earn for the rest of your life. That's the top link below. Let's get right into it. So Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler. You know, it's sad that every time I see him, I think about that Justin Bieber song, My Mama Don't Like You, and she likes everyone. He literally came out on CNBC and said how much he hates the very thing that he approved, right? Because he was taken to court and he lost, right? And he was saying how Bitcoin is only used for illicit, activities, money laundering, embezzlement, just all kind of shady things. That's the only thing it's used for. Like fiat currency hasn't been used for those same things over 2,000 years. For many years, thousands of years, fiat currency has been used for that. Well, gold and then paper and then money all over the world in every different country, right? All over the world. That's what it's been used for. So what Gary was saying was, how dare you create another currency? And then he just listed all the bad. I mean, like no one has a brain. All right, let's keep it going. Shame on you, Gary Gensler. So we got Vanguard that won't let people that don't offer the spot Bitcoin ETFs. They don't offer them on Vanguard. Okay, I believe that's going to change. Like people need a granddaddy. They said it is unsuitable for their investors. Okay. Now, this is Vanguard that said this. For those of you that have Vanguard, like you can't go to another broker and buy it. But I want you guys to know there's a company called MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is one of the largest holders of Bitcoin here in the United States. Guess who owns 8.2% of MicroStrategy? You guessed it, Vanguard, with 1,126 shares of MicroStrategy. Do the math on that. So Vanguard says it's not good for you, but it's good for them to hold on their balance sheets. Okay. So Bitcoin gave up about 10% on the first day of the ETF, right? About 10% on yesterday. And if you ask me, that's good. It allows you to repurpose your positions. It was expected for those of you that are members here. You're part of the over 620,000 subscribers. You guys, this is no surprise to you. I've been saying that it's going to have a sell-off, right after. And that's what it did. So now we're getting rid of the tourists, right? We're getting rid of the tire kickers. We're getting rid of people that just bought it and went down and they panic sold, right? And, it's to be expected. That was to be expected. That was no surprise at all. But do know this, that investors bought 4.7, just under $5 billion worth of Bitcoin on the first day. 4.7 billion on the first day. Guess who bought over 1 billion of it? BlackRock did. Guess who sold over 1 billion? That's BlackRock. All right. BlackRock is deep in it. BlackRock is one of those companies that you have to watch what they do and not what they say. I don't like BlackRock being such a big player in crypto or Bitcoin. I really don't, because they have deep pockets and supposedly, allegedly, they've been involved in some shady dealings with over $10 trillion that they are managing. All right. With that kind of money, you better believe there's some corruption. Larry Fink, who is the CEO of BlackRock, he believes that Ethereum, a Ethereum ETF is next. He believes that an Ethereum ETF is next. I do too. Most people do think that that is next. That's why Ethereum actually has been running up more than Bitcoin. Ethereum is, right? And so that's why I have some Ethereum. But check this out. ETH over the last week went up 15%, right? But Ethereum Classic went up over 43%. So it seems like anything ETH and anything that has the possibility to run up or has a smaller market cap actually runs up the most. Now, speaking of that, that's the last thing I want to talk about is market capitalization and how to really spot or this is an experiment that I did last cycle in 2020. I talked about it the other day. I called Josh, we met for breakfast. I believe we talked about it here on the page. And I said, what if we found, a micro coin that has like at least seven. My parameters was it has to be at least 7 zeros in front of it. What if we just bought like 10 of them? Just put as a test, put $100 into 10 of them. Well, I put a little more than that. I only chose 5. I put a little more than that. One wound up being Crow. And I don't remember, but I think it went up 13. I think it 13 or 14x. I believe it did. It was 13 or 14, I believe. It went up. The money I put in it went up. Let's say 13. 1,300% it went up. So if you could do the math, if you buy 5 coins and you put the same amount in all 5 coins, right? Just expecting them all to fall. And if one goes up 1,300%, you won. And so that's what I did. And I was stronger on Crow. And because I was stronger on Crow, I did put a little more money in it. And I just lucked up on that one, to be honest with you. Now, how can we look out for some coins? Now, I'm going to show this. A lot of people, I don't have this coin. I'm not going to do a video on how to get it. You guys do your own research. So I was looking and I was thinking about how to spot the next DOGE or SHIB or anything that is very low cap. I looked at for stuff that had like at least 10 zeros. And there's coins that kind of fit that. So here's what I would suggest looking at for those of you that want to just put some money in, like $100 or something like that, right? Or 500 for those of you. And you can afford for it to all go to zero, right? This is just a test. What I would be looking for right now are micro coins that have like at least 10 zeros in front of it. But look at the chart over the last 6 months and it goes up and then it goes down and then you got a flat line, right? Not the other way around. Not the ones that was flat line and has went up greatly. So you're buying those after a run up. I would look for ones that have a run up already and has come down and flat lines, right? That's what I would be looking for. And that's what I am looking for. Having said that, I looked at one. I don't know if you guys could see this. And this one, I don't know if you guys could see that. If you guys could see that. You guys see that? So now, the reason I'm showing you that's called wife Doge. And I know some of you guys are going to start going, oh, this is that, it's crap, or it's the next big thing. Look, I don't have it. I don't have it. And I'm not trying to pump and dump it. I'm using it as an example. Here's why those are the ones that pique my interest to put just a tiny bit of money in, money that I can afford to lose, okay? Don't go run and go and buy this. I'm not suggesting that anybody buys it. I'm using this as an example. Here's the criteria that it fits. It fits something that runs up and it's just been kind of flat, right? It also fit that another criteria that it is in fact a meme coin. It has a dog on it. It's something that people will get behind and it has a quote unquote mascot. Those are the ones that kind of run up when you find them. This thing has over 10 zeros in front of it. This coin, what is it called again? Wife Doge, like Doge has a wife. I know this sounds ridiculous to some of you guys, but if you got a little chump change, look for stuff like that. And you guys, because I'm talking about crypto, it's gonna be a lot of spam. We can't even keep up with it. Never. Don't listen to, oh, buy this, buy that. I made this, I made that. You know, don't get into that. Do your own research. I'm just making this to show you guys now. And let me get back to the major coins because I don't want to get off into that. Here's what I really want to tell you guys. When things are beat down and everybody else is running, be a fireman, be a firewoman, be a fire person. That's when you run in, right? And that's all this game is, right? So, you know, people are calling for Bitcoin to fall back down to 30K or whatever. You're going to see a lot of things, a lot of support and resistance, stepping down as it cools off, right? But things are different this time. Just remember that. Things are different this time. There is an opportunity for big money to pour into crypto. You will see a lot of commercials. You're already seeing a lot of commercials, but there is a lot of education that's needed. I'm going to the Bitcoin Summit. There's a lot of education that needs to be done to the general public so they can understand it. So these people that offer it, right, can educate their clients on why they need it. And I believe that's going to bring a lot of fresh money and a lot of big money into crypto. It's going to start with Bitcoin first, of course, and then followed by the rest, all right? So I just want to leave it right there. This is for discussion. A lot of key points. Tomorrow, I'm going to be dealing mostly with the overall stock market. And you guys know I do my Sunday inspiration. I just sat here, took a few notes, grabbed my iPad and said, let me talk to the people. I know it's late on Saturdays, but I choose to do it now because I talked about a coin that, you know, some people, if you talk about something, they run out and buy it. No study, no nothing. Never do that, good people, right? So I want you guys to give me 5 of your coins that have like 10 zeros in front of it. Leave me that you think will be good, okay? Or at least 7 zeros in front of it, and that you think would be good. Now, I'm not going to make a video on how to get these because these are off chains. These coins, you can't get them on the major brokers. You have to, you know, get this and link it to this and link it to that. I'm not getting into that. Please don't ask me because the answer is no. I'm not going down that rabbit trail. I just wanted to point these things out to you guys. There's a ton of stuff on YouTube that you can go and research this stuff yourself. Be careful when I would just be careful, good people, right? Just be careful. But one of the things we do know, just like SHIBA-INU and DOGE, is if you get some of these on an off exchange before they hit the major exchanges, when they hit the major exchanges, say Coinbase, that's when they really ramp up. But the perfect time to get them is when they're in the infancy stages and they have 7 or 10 zeros in front of them, okay? But remember, you have bigger money into bigger cryptos like Ethereum, like Bitcoin. You have small money. Remember, you could have 90% drops. And when it comes to these little micro coins with all these zeros in front of them, only invest the money you can afford to lose, right? Don't go cashing out. Don't spend your rent money. Don't spend your mortgage money, all right? So again, because I'm talking about crypto, there's going to be plenty of spam beneath. I will never contact you and ask you. I will never DM you, never send money, crypto to anyone. Just be careful out there, right? But there is money to be made. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn and earn. Make sure you guys check out the links. You know, and I'm sorry, I got to say this. A lot of people have a lot of questions about what's in the class. Just click the link, go to the class, and then read it. All of the lessons, every lesson, you could see what it is before you purchase it. All right. There's no codes necessary. Codes are done. It would only at this point the price will only go up. But right now the price is staying the same. Okay. And we'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.